Mic check, it's time for In the Trenches. Bucks battles,
Everybody, welcome
tales
back
from
to
the
In the Trenches.
benches.
My name is
No
Ian
love,
Beckles,
free
and I hope everybody's having a wonderful week. Football's right around the corner. I know you're getting excited, but first, we're going to pay the bills, and the In the Trenches is made possible by Manny and Gordon. Go check them out at fightnegligence.com. Last preseason game is over. You know, back in the day, we used to play 4. Now they got the third one out of the way. I don't, eventually they're going to add more games, and we're getting to the point where preseason games are completely useless. They just are. Nobody plays. Everybody's scared of getting anybody hurt. It's just it's going in a different direction. There's no doubt about that. So the Buccaneers play their last preseason game, and listen, I don't put a whole lot of stock in what happens in preseason games, and I know a lot of fans like to watch the games and so-and-so look good and this look good. Like, if you're a Tez Johnson, you have 8 catches, that's something to feel good about. If you get 8 targets in a game, you got to feel good about, where you are in standing with your football team. So he did he made a little money, the other day, which is a good thing. But, there's people losing money. And we're going to get to this whole Shiloh Sanders thing. I did not watch the game. All right. Obviously, I watched the highlights of the punch. I also coach Chamberlain football, which is high school football. Once you get to the level of the NFL, you have to understand, or you don't need to get to the NFL. When you're in high school, you have to understand, if somebody's dogging you and swings on you or does something and you swing back, almost all the time it's you, okay? And in Shiloh's situation, it's not like that guy was doing anything illegal to him. He was just kicking his ass. That tight end was kicking Shiloh's ass and riding him down the field. You can't punch on somebody. That's just immature. All right? And the punch didn't bother me as much as him just getting his ass kicked. And everybody wants to act like him punching him was the reason why he was on waivers. No, the reason why he was on waivers, because he was a 4-string safety. And he just wasn't good enough to be. If he was good enough to play, that punch wouldn't have kicked him out of the league. It just wouldn't have. And my whole problem with this whole thing is, and that's what's so great about the game of football. If somebody dogs you out or talks about your mom or does something during the game, you could legally tear his neck out the socket. So what do you think you're accomplishing by swinging on somebody and getting kicked out the game? Like, that's just stupidity to me. Revenge is built into the game of football. You can do something to me and I say, all right, it's going to be a long game. Better keep your head on the swivel because I'm coming at you. I'm hunting you. You have the ability to do that. And Shiloh instead swung on somebody and got kicked out of the game. So it's stupid. I feel bad for the kid because he seems like a good kid. And if he doesn't get a chance again, his whole life he's gonna think, man, did I just punch my way out of the NFL? He's gonna say it's gotta be in the back of his mind. Is it possible he comes back in the practice squad? It might be possible. We'll see. Those Sanders boys, they get a lot of press. They get about 1,000 times more press than they deserve. All right? And that's not dogging them out. It's really dogging the press out, to be honest with you. Now, speaking of dogging the press, I tried to tell you guys about Desmond Watson. I had to answer so many effing questions about Desmond Watson that it was making my stomach turn. I didn't get it, any of it. And when it's all said and done, bringing him in was a mistake, because if you're Jason Light or you're the Buccaneers organization, that was a spot that could have been occupied by a legitimate prospect. Instead, you brought his big fat ass in here that can't even be out of weight. I got weighed in every Friday of my career, and I was never a pound overweight, not one time. So to hear this kid coming in 30, 40 pounds overweight, I didn't understand why we were talking about him. Oh, well, how do you think he's going to fit in? Fit into what? He was sitting on the side where everybody was killing themselves in training camp, 150 degrees. He was sitting on the side, moving around garbage cans, walking around the field barefoot. I didn't get it. I didn't get the whole thing. I didn't get the fact that Buccaneer fans were talking about him that much. I didn't get the fact that the press was talking about him that much. I didn't get the fact that the Bucs even brought him in. I didn't get the whole thing. It was like a circus, it's a circus act. He's not a football player. He's not a football player. I mean, you can say it's dogging him out. That's fine. He's not a football player. He wasn't even a football player at Florida. He barely played. It doesn't work like that, people. You don't go from not excelling in college to going to NFL and excelling. It just doesn't work that way. Almost never, okay? And even you see in the combine when somebody runs some amazing 40, you go, oh my God, this receiver ran a 4.2, but he only caught 15 balls. Let me draft him in the first round. It never works. If you can't excel at college, you will never excel at the next level, all right? So I'm just happy we can stop talking about Desmond Watson, to be honest with you. Look, good riddance, bye. See ya. Teddy Bridgewater and Kyle Trask, I'm not going to sit and evaluate somebody's throws in preseason like Trask made or Bridgewater made. I think they brought Teddy Bridgewater here for a reason. And the reason is I don't think they have that much confidence in Trask. One day, I don't see Trask starting in the NFL. I think if he had that ability, I think we'd see him by now. I think somebody would have given him a chance if he had the ability. I don't think he has the ability. That's why they brought Teddy Bridgewater in here. And if Baker Mayfield goes down, you will not see Kyle Trask. You will see Teddy Bridgewater. So I don't know what's going on as far as practice squad and all those kind of things like that. They may put Bridgewater on it. I'm not sure the situation, but I'm almost positive that they don't have a lot of confidence in Kyle Trask. That's it. I mean, and why would they? If they did, Baker Mayfield wouldn't be here, Teddy Bridgewater wouldn't be here, and the team would look a lot different. So the dress rehearsal's over. It's real football. In a couple weeks, the Buccaneers are going to be playing football for real, and I'm excited about that for the football season to start. It locks in a lot of things for me. Yeah, in a lot of ways, I almost enjoy the off season because I have more free time. But once football season comes about, my whole Saturday, my whole Sunday, my Monday, my everything's locked in. So, not complaining. I mean, that's what I do. I watch football. That's what I do. I don't go to the games. I watch football on TV. If I go to the games, I feel like I'm missing something. So football season is upon us. Our Buccaneers they can be healthier, but we can't complain. Two good things that did happen. They didn't put Tristan Wirfs, okay, and Chris Godwin Jr. on PUP. That would have meant I believe that they would have missed the first 6 weeks of the season. So hopefully those guys will be back within the first 4-6 weeks of the season, and that's a good thing. All right, so if the Buccaneers can figure out a way to win without those two very big names, and those are huge names, they're going to be in a good situation this year. If they can figure out a way to rush the passer, and I just think they're going to score points. I just don't see any way they don't score points. It's going to be all about the defense and rushing the passer and turning that damn ball over. But if you're a Buccaneer fan, you got to feel good. And I'm the most realistic Buccaneer fan out there. I'm not like, oh, yeah, here we go. It doesn't really work like that. But I see some good things on the horizon. I haven't put a little money on the Buccaneers going over, I think it was 9.5 wins. I don't see any way they win. They go 9-8 this year. I think they at least go 10-7. But then again, every time I put money on something, they end up losing. But anybody ever wants to come hang out here, we're at the Dignitary Cafe, 4817 Southwest Shore Boulevard. We serve the best kava and kratom in town. We have a 420 friendly room in the back with a pool table. Just a good place to hang out and a great place to watch football on Saturday and Sunday as well. So come and hang out with us. But I appreciate everybody listening every single week to In the Trenches. One love to everybody. Be safe. Peace out.
You know, some lawyers want to look like superheroes on a billboard, but which lawyers are regarded as superheroes in the courtroom? Trust the expertise of board certification.
Call Manny and Gordon or visit us at fightnegligence.com.